So what kind of carbs can you eat? Basically, you're going to be eating carbs that are low in their carb count. You only are eating 5% of your calories in carbs. So pretty much that's going to be between 20 to 30 grams of carbohydrates. So you're going to have to be really careful on what you do eat. Pretty much a large percentage of your carbs are going to be vegetables. Those vegetables will vary because not all vegetables are low in carbs, which is something that I learned as I went on. And your body reacts differently to certain vegetables due to the carb count. Kale is a big, huge vegetable that everybody is eating, and it is a little bit higher in carbs. So you're going to need, if you like kale, I love kale, but you need to see how your body reacts to it. And then also you have to really monitor it because it is higher in carbs. You can eat it, but you can't eat it as unlimited as you can eat other lettuce, such as spinach, such as romaine, such as iceberg. You can eat a whole lot of that, cups and cups and cups of it throughout the day if you want to. But as far as kale is concerned, you're going to have to limit your intake and then also see personally how your body reacts to when you eat kale. And we'll get into more how you can measure and see how your insulin is affected by certain foods that you eat. At the beginning, you want to bring it down as low as you can and then slowly add in other things so you can see how your body reacts to higher volume carbs. But as for right now, we're just going to talk about the basics, as I said, and you're going to eat broccoli, cauliflower, onions, but you want to eat onions. It's higher in carbs and it turns into sugar into your body depending how much you eat. I am a huge lover of onions. Anytime I order onions on salads, I always say I would like an aggressive amount of onions because that's just how much onion I like on my stuff. But as I started doing this, I found out that onions are higher in carbs and they do react in your body a lot different. So I have minimized my onion intake while I am trying to figure out how my body reacts to carbohydrates, but they are my favorites. And I don't get my aggressive amount like I used to. But again, it's all about you as a person. So just monitor and see how you're reacting with your onions. So many vegetables that you can have. You want to do your research and find out exactly what kinds of vegetables you like. Don't eat something that you don't like. Don't make yourself. If you're trying to expand your horizons and try new things, fine. But don't feel like you have to eat broccoli if you don't like it. There's other things out there. If you don't like broccoli, don't buy broccoli. Get spinach. If you don't like spinach, get squash. If you don't like squash, find green beans. If you don't like green beans, eat cauliflower. Well, whatever it is that you like to eat, focus on those. If you want to eat salads instead of eating, those kinds of vegetables, and eat salads. Whatever works for you, works for you. This is all about making it something that isn't stressful because it's a lifestyle change. It's something that you're going to have to do every day. So make it enjoyable. Last but not least, I just wanted to give a tip, which is something that I learned the hard way at the beginning when I first started doing the keto diet. Water. You need to drink a lot of water. Say it together with me. Drink a lot of water. You want to drink between 80 to 100 ounces of water a day. I know that sounds like a lot of water. It's about 10 8-ounce cups at the minimum. You want to make sure you are very hydrated because when you cut out your carbohydrates, you do not retain water like you used to when you're eating a lot of carbs. You retain a lot of water. Carbohydrate. So when you drink water, it comes right out of your system, along with your sodium, along with your potassium, along with your magnesium. So you need to find something to replenish yourself not only for to hydrate yourself, but you also need to get that sodium back in. You also need to get the magnesium back in and potassium. You can get a lot of those minerals back in using aloe vera juice. I use that to hydrate myself. It helps me to deal with getting those particular things back into my diet, making sure that I do not have cramps, because that will happen. You'll have muscle cramps if you do not make sure that you're hydrated and get those minerals back into your body. You can take supplements if you like. If you don't want to do aloe vera, you can do that. Some people use coconut water to hydrate themselves. It's a little bit high in carbs for me. My body reacts to it to where it feels like I've had a whole lot of sugar, and I don't know why. I used the coconut water that you buy in the store. I did not get it from an actual coconut. I know a lot of people that are on this particular diet, and they order coconuts online from Florida, green coconuts. Some people get the Tahitian coconuts that you can order online. It's up to you if you want to test that out and see how that works for you. It's a very good way of getting yourself hydrated and not having to drink as much water, because you become more hydrated with drinking the coconut water, as well as the aloe vera juice for 4 to 8 ounces a day. Some people can take up to 8 ounces. I only do 4, and it works out really well for me. I'm not having any problems with cramping like I did at the beginning. At nighttime, I would wake up with cramps in my legs because I wasn't drinking enough water on my feet as well. So you definitely need to make sure that you are drinking water. If you don't like water, put in lemons, fresh lemons, and limes, whatever you have to do to put in your water. You can get sparkling water and also put lemon and lime in that. You can drink tea, that helps as well. Some people do the bulletproof coffee. I don't get into that, so I don't have much to say about the bulletproof coffee. I've done bulletproof tea, and I'll do probably a video about what that is. We won't get into that right now, but you can look that up and you can find out exactly what that is. It's basically a fatty coffee and a fat tea. So there's different ways for you to get your liquids in. You just need to get them in. To recap everything, so the ketogenic diet is a diet that's high in fat, low in carbs. You're going to be focusing on 75 to 80% of your calories per day, which will be fat-based. You also will have 20% of your calories to be protein and 5% to be carbs. Your fats, you can have butter, coconut oil, olive oil, lard, high-fat dairies, avocados, olives, anything high in fat in that genre. For your protein, fatty meats, bacon, pork steak, ribeye steak, hamburger, dark chicken meat, things like that, salmon. For your carbs, you're going to be eating lower percentage of carbs. You can include certain types of vegetables like spinach, cabbage, squashes. You have to be mindful of some vegetables like onions and tomatoes, but there's a long list of different types of vegetables that you can have. That's pretty much a recap of the different kinds of things that you can eat. Please investigate, do your research, and find out specifically different things that you can eat. I just wanted to give you a basic overview of what to eat. If you have any questions or concerns, or you have any suggestions, please comment below in the comment section. Please subscribe. I would really like you to be a part of the K.I.S community that we're building on this channel. Thank you and have a good night, and I'll see you on the next video.